Am I audible to all of you? My voice is coming, guys. Okay, so a very good evening all of you in today's session. आप सभी लोग का स्वागत है आज के सेशन में. And before starting the session, I just want to ask, how many of you are not comfortable in Hindi? How many of you are not comfortable in Hindi? I just need to know so that I can plan my session accordingly. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so there are many students who are not comfortable in Hindi. Okay, fair enough. So I'll keep my session in English only, and we'll make sure that that the entire communication, you do not face any kind of problem. So first of all, a very welcome all of you in today's session. Before starting this session, where our objective is to how do we crack the examination in the first attempt? That is our objective. So first attempt means next year, 2022, and 2022 is, if I say from today, almost 13 months prelims is there from today. So the first question you need to ask that 13 months are more than enough or not? I'd say yes. Anything 1 year is more than sufficient. But remember, once you're preparing for the examination, it is more about the basic approach and strategy which is important. There are students I know who have cracked in 10 months. There are students who have cracked in 7 months. But if you ask me at a very genuine level, if let's say somebody who has started preparation, who has no background of preparation of UPSC, for those people, I would say yes, 1 year is important. When you're targeting something like UPSC, remember, our approaches has to be very clear. First, your objective has to be clear. You are preparing this examination with the sole objective to crack the examination. We are not here to do PhD. So what should be my approach? What should be my strategy? I'm Pramod Singh. I'm the director of ISH. This is my 11th year of guiding students. I personally have given 3 times this examination almost a decade ago. And I've given 3 UPSC prelims as well as 3 UPSC mains as well as 3 UPSC interviews. I have attempted, in all the attempts I faced interview. Yes, I made certain mistakes. Sometimes I feel there was little luck factor also. Time was also there because I started quite late. And I made a lot of mistakes during my preparation, which I realized later on. So I want to tell you that learn from the mistakes that I have made. And I assure you, if you stick to the process, the next 14 months will be yours and you'll be able to crack the examination. And I'm saying with a lot of authority and a lot of responsibility. But you have to listen to my advice. You have to work on your strategy. You have to plan your preparation. You have to be ready for the churn. So what it takes to crack in the first attempt? How do I make the attempt where I can easily reach and crack the examination? Now, first thing, there are no shortcuts. Don't expect any shortcuts. You have to make sure that you follow the basic approach and process. Today, in the era of technology, there are a lot of shortcuts available, but believe me, none of them work. If you really want to check, you can see a lot of videos are there of toppers and they will tell you the same thing. What I am telling from past 8-9 years, those toppers are telling today. Nothing different. The basics would remain the same. You want to crack the examination, the basic approach would remain the same. Now, first thing first, we are targeting this examination and we have to target this, let's say, in June 2022. So we have 13 months from today, the prelims. You can't hear my voice. All the students who can't hear my voice, okay, you just click on the icon of your voice. If you click there, you'll be able to listen. So 13 months are there. And there are two broad strategies if you want to crack the examination. Okay, there are two broad strategies if you want to crack the examination. First is you need to know the syllabus very properly. Now, I'm sure everybody must have seen the syllabus. Aap sabhi ne, have you seen the syllabus or not? Now, the syllabus should be at the back of your mind. You should be able to remember every word of the syllabus. When you study and prepare, the syllabus should be there on the table all the time. That is the first rule that you have to follow. Okay, that is the first rule. Everybody, first rule. The first rule is syllabus. Syllabus should be there all the time with you. I'm sure you must be knowing the pattern. In 1 minute, I'll discuss the pattern, how the pattern of the examination. But remember, syllabus is the first thing. The second thing, which not today, but after 2 months, not today, but after 2 months from today, I want each one of you to have previous year question papers. Each one of you, all the serious aspirants, you should have previous year question papers. People, students who have joined ISH, we will provide you the previous year question papers. Previous year question papers, prelims and mains. So this should be there with you. And if you really want to know what this examination is all about, it is about knowing what kind of questions can come. Now remember, preparation is also about positive attitude, belief system. You need to believe yourself if you want to crack the examination. All the aspirants who have cracked the examination, there is one thing common among each one of them, is that they had very positive frame of mind. They had a strong belief system. They were problem solving. They were optimistic. They were positive. They were determined. They were, they had a dedication to crack the examination. They had the perseverance and energy to make it happen. I expect each one of you. You should have the energy and perseverance. But remember, it is not only about studying. Hard work is important, but we have to combine this hard work with good strategy and smart work. I'm here to share that strategy with you. And remember one more thing, we'll have session every week because UPSC preparation is long journey. So every time I'm going to share new things with you. Every week we'll have timetable. Next week we have timetable and strategy approach. So listen to my advice and jot it down in paper. A lot of things I'll tell you, it is not there in the PDF, in the PPT, the PDF that we'll share after the class. So syllabus, the first thing, previous year question papers, prelims and mains, the second thing, which you should have not today, but 2 months from down the line. The first thing, try and understand UPSC requirement process. UPSC examination is about knowing India. It is about knowing ethos of India. It is about making change in society. It is about working for the welfare of the people. But for that, you need to know India very well. If you decode the whole syllabus of UPSC, one thing is very common. They want you to understand India entirely in detail, in depth. But remember, they don't want PhD too. They want till 12th level. So whatever you have studied, 12th level, that is NCERT should be the base. Beyond 12th, I will go with some standard books. I'll go with some standard books, but 12th level is the base for preparation. So my knowledge in history, my knowledge in economy, my knowledge in polity, my knowledge in international relations, my knowledge in internal security, Indian society, anything, any part of the syllabus should be till 12th level. Then with 12th level, we have to combine with a dynamic portion of the preparation, and that is current affairs. Very important. You have to combine the static and dynamic. Now, broadly, let me tell you about the UPSC cycle. So notification next year will come in 2022. And I would say June will be the prelims. Mains, not December, but somewhere around this COVID time, so it might go extend. This year, prelims was in January. Mains was in January. So October till I can say December. March is the result of interview. And again, it might go on till June, July, whatever. This year, we are expecting result might go into maybe September, October also, because interviews have been postponed because of COVID. But this is very unique. Next year, we won't have COVID, I'm quite sure. I'm sure the way we are working, the whole population will be vaccinated. And definitely we'll have some solution for this problem. This lockdown or this ye bar jo ho raha hai, this will not happen. That is, I'm quite sure. Now, just one line, and a lot of students must be knowing the strategy preparation approach, but I'll just quickly, just in 2 lines, I'll just tell, because there are new students also. So the first, it is 3-stage examination: prelims, mains, and interview. So prelims, the first stage. Mains, you clear it, the prelims. There's the first stage where 3 to 4 lakh people give. Now I saw this, I don't know how many of you have seen that aspirant, that TVF video. There they have mentioned 12 lakh. So it's not 12 lakh. Never ever once there was, you can say that 7-8 lakh people fill the form, but how many people give the exam, that is important. So that number varies from 3.5 to 4.5 lakh. It has never crossed 4 lakh. So 12 lakh number is hypothetical. They have made the examination look tough. Remember, this examination is not the toughest examination. This examination is different. It requires different approach, and it requires a lot of persistence, perseverance, and regularity and consistency. A strong belief in yourself. Can you do it? Can you serve the country? Do you have that ability? Do you have that decision-making capacity? Because right from today, your preparation is starting. After this session, your preparation has started. Your belief system has to be very strong, and you have to be very positive. So coming to the approaches, the first is prelim, 3-4 lakh people give. It is cleared by, let's say, 12,000 to 15,000 people who give the main examination, mains. Then you go for the interview, which around 2,000 to 2,500 people give interview. And finally, you have some 800 to 1,000 selections. So does it look tough? 3 lakh people and 1,000 selection, which means probably 0.3% people get selected. Now, my basic question is that how many people are serious aspirant? There are 100 students right now in this session, but I'll ask, how many students among you are serious? How many of you really want to give prelims and then mains and then interview? I want everybody to raise hand, and I want strong positive energy and belief system from each one of you. Everybody should tell themselves that tomorrow I'll give prelims, I'll give mains, and I'll reach the interview stage. So each one of you have the ability. Okay. So that is the first thing. Now, second thing is, yes, good, Priya, good. So I expect each one of you to be serious, but remember, serious aspirant is not enough. I want good strategy, good plan, good effort, good execution, smart strategy. And remember, I want strong positive energy from each one of you. Remember, I'll be there in the journey till the time you get selected. Every year, throughout prelims, mains, interview, and there throughout the journey, you will feel my students, even the students, many students who are not my student, they come to me later on, they take inputs from me and my team, everybody, but we'll be there in your journey, believe me. Now, so coming to the prelims examination, prelims, we have 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2, 200 marks. There's also 200 marks. Paper 1, 100 questions and 1/3 negative marking. This is again 80 questions, 1/3 negative marking. So this is counted in merit, and this is qualifying. You just have to score 33% in this paper, okay, which means 67 out of 200. Now, CSAT is not easy. Again, a lot of students have doubt in CSAT, so I'll take a session on CSAT also. Students have been mailing me. I'll be taking session on every. I'm making points. See, in the next few weeks, I'll be taking strategy session on all the areas. Okay. Now, coming to the first part, the general studies paper 1. Paper 1, 200 marks, and paper 1, 200 marks. This will decide your merit, and cutoff is somewhere around 50-55%. So you just need to score 50%. If you can score 50%, you are among the 15,000 people who will, or 12,000 people who will give mains. Okay. So I have to be among 15%, that 15,000 people. 15,000 people. Can you believe that? 15,000. We are not talking about one student. We are talking about 15,000 people. So don't you think you can be among the 15,000 people? You can. Okay. Yes, I'll come to all the questions. Guys, don't worry. I need 40 minutes. And after that, I'll take questions from everybody. Okay. Biggest hurdle. Yes, I say prelims is the toughest part of the competition. Okay. Now, you crack the prelims, you go for mains, you have paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, GS. then you have essay, and you have 2 optionals. And then you have 2 language paper, English and Indian language. So total 9 papers. Okay. Out of which 7 are in merit and 2 papers are counted in, you can say, qualifying. Okay. So today our approach would be general studies. I'm talking about general studies in prelims and general studies in mains. Now let me take you to the journey. How many people, we don't have a data on 90, but I'll just, you have 8 lakh people who applied for the exam. Just 3 lakh people gave the prelims. This year, the number of seats were less. So the number of, people who attempted the examination, they were also less. Okay. So 3 lakh people, out of which some 10,500 cleared the prelims, and 2,000 people got interview call, and finally 800, 759 plus around 120 you have waiting list. Right. So somewhere around 8, you can say 870, 75 people got selected eventually. Okay. So waiting list also comes after the final result. Now I'm going to tell the strategy today itself, and I'll take questions, like question on optional I'll take in the end. Now, let me tell you the cutoff. I'll just give me 2 more minutes, guys. All strategy will be discussed in detail. Okay. So cutoff prelims. So you can see the cutoff 107, 116, 105, 100, 98, this out of 200. So I have to score 55% at the max. When the cutoff were high, that means paper were easy. So around 50% is the cutoff. The prelims is low scoring. Now, the question which I just came across, and that question was by a student, that sir, is it the toughest part? Just now Pratik asked me, sir, is it the toughest? Prelims the biggest hurdle? Prelims is the most unpredictable part, remember, and that is why it becomes a difficult, in terms of mains is something that you can control, but prelims has certain uncertain areas as well. But that uncertainty can be very much handled if you follow a basic approach. So prelims toughness level vary. The UPSC will change the goalpost every year, hence you have to be ready for that. The strategy has to be according. Some areas become very unpredictable. So, that is where we have to be very conscious in terms of which area is unpredictable and how do we understand and address the unpredictability part. Okay. Now coming to the mains, you clear the prelims, you go for the mains. What are the mains cutoff? So these are mains cutoff. Okay. So out of 750, these are mains cutoff. And final merit, this is the final selection list. So you can score anybody scoring more than around 50% in mains and 50% in prelims. So let's make a threshold of 50%. I need to score more than 50% if I want to get selected. I need to score more than 50% if I want to get selected. And both in prelims and mains, I will make a promise to myself that I will score more than 50%. That is a promise I need to make to myself. So I would expect each one of you that you make a promise to yourself that you will crack the 50% threshold in terms of target. Okay, so everybody will crack this 50% threshold level. Everybody, yes, good. Now average cutoff in mains is again less than 50%, low scoring. Mains toughness level varies again, but mains can be controlled. You clear the prelims. Prelims has certain uncertain part. Clear the prelims. I assure you, I'll help you in clearing the mains. Mains is the forte. In fact, preparation should be mains based. Students who believe that they want to crack in the first attempt, your preparation has to be mains based right from day one. So we will have to work a strategy which is mains based. Mains syllabus already includes prelims syllabus. So once you're preparing for the mains, prelims is automatically prepared. So your preparation has to be mains based. Once you clear the basic NCRTs, you will stick to the mains based strategy. Now, mains is a skill driven examination. It is not only about studies. Study is one part. So you have to skill based approach. Also remember GS 1 to 4. So there are 4 GS papers. There is 1 essay paper and there is optional. We will not overlook any paper. All the 7 papers are important and every paper require meticulous planning and effort and a smart execution. Today, my approach would be GS. Essay and optional would require different session. Now let's start with prelims. Now prelims is the first stage, okay? And you can see the questions that have come in the prelims. Yes, Krishak, I'll share the strategy from day one. I request each one of you, just wait for 15-20 minutes more. Let me share the strategy, basic strategy and approach. And after that, I will take your question in detail, okay? Okay, day one. Krishak, I will tell you that strategy approach. Okay, I just need little patience. I can understand. And what is mains-based strategy? Again, I'll tell Mohit mains-based strategy as well. Okay, Mohit. Now, come to, so you can see history, polity, economics, geography, environment, current affairs, and science and tech. Okay, so these are the areas which will be there in the prelims. Yes, I will wait after the talk. I remember I will speak for 1 hour. For 1 hour will be only for question, doubt session. Yes, you will be notified, Pragya, don't worry. So 1 hour will be totally for question answers. After the session, मैं 1 घंटा आप लोगों से बात करूंगा. I'll take every question in detail. Don't worry. Okay, I will not end the session till I address every question of yours. Okay, these are main areas. Okay, you can look at the syllabus. Everybody, today what you will do, if you can take a printout, if you don't take a printout, at least have a soft copy and read the syllabus. Read the syllabus for next 15 days, daily, at least 3 to 4 times. Will you do that? Everybody, will you do this for me? Everybody will read the syllabus of mains 3 to 4 times daily. Everybody. 3 to 4 times daily in PDF or in hard copy. You will read the syllabus. Slowly, line by line, word by word, you have to read it thoroughly. Remember, I want that syllabus should be there. Syllabus ka ek word, one line, one point should be there in your mind thoroughly. That is what I want. Okay? Yes, good. Now, pillars for preparation. Now, let me take Pragya. Now, we'll discuss that. So, first, decode the syllabus in depth. Already discussed, right? So, I want to read the syllabus in depth. Decoding will take some time. Then we will make a basic strategy and planning. So I'll help with the basic strategy and timetable, how to start from day one, right? So Krishak, your question will be answered here. Study material, in the beginning, NCERTs, newspapers, and then of course we'll go with the standard stuff, material, and a lot of material are there. There's Lakshmikant, there's standard books are there. Then develop basics for current affairs. So current affair, which means the dynamic part of the preparation. Then study the pattern of the paper. Previous year question paper, remember again, previous year question paper is the best way to know UPSC strategy, UPSC approach, mindset of UPSC, psyche of UPSC, expectation of UPSC. So not today, but 2 months down the line, I want each one of you, again I repeat, I want each one of you to be able to read or to be able to go through UPSC previous year question papers on a regular basis. Okay, so that is what I want each one of you to follow. Now, answer writing practice. If you want to get selected, answer writing is the key. Do you write answers? If you don't, you can't get selected. Answer writing सबसे important है. Remember, this examination is about good communication. Then choosing the right optional. Okay, choosing the right optional. I'll share, Rohit, I will share this PPT with you, don't worry. Then how to focus on keywords. Again, positivity and right frame of mind will always be important. Okay, so these are the basic approaches. Let's take one by one. First is base building. Now a student might ask, कि मेरा पहला दिन क्या होना चाहिए? How should my first day start? Now remember, let's build your base. So UPSC preparation is like making a tower. So you're making a tower. You can't make a tower from 3rd floor or 4th floor. So the first 2 floors of the tower would be NCERT. So I'd use the term called NCERT based learning. NCERT based learning. So we'll make a list of NCERT, the basic one, and we'll follow them 2 to 3 months. So 2 to 3 months basic NCERTs that have to be followed. In the end of the PPT, you'll have the list of NCERT also. Parallelly, remember, NCERT karte, maybe not today, but 1 month, 45 days from today, I want you to start reading newspapers on regular basis. Again, newspaper reading is must for the next few months. In fact, if you can continue newspaper till the end of the preparation, nothing like it. So newspaper should be very important. Remember, broadly, if I look at the preparation, there are two areas of UPSC preparation. Anything. So anything broadly, you can divide into two parts: the static part and the dynamic part. Static part would come from NCERTs, and the dynamic part would and for the standard books, the coaching notes, material, and dynamic part would come from the current affairs, and of course the coaching notes. So people, for example, when I teach economics, I make sure that dynamic part is already there. Okay. Now, then what we have to do, we have to integrate. Let's integrate. Dynamic and static has to be integrated. And when we integrate, we have to use it in a multi-dimensional manner. What is this? I'll explain it to you, don't worry. So first, let's stick to the basic approach. Static part, NCERTs, NCERT 3 months. Then I will go to standard books, and parallelly I'll also do current affair, and I'll try to integrate everything. Now, let's come back to the syllabus again. When you come back to the syllabus again, then we'll go to the next level after NCERT. Now, before, why NCERTs? What are the benefits? People coming from various backgrounds, from day one, you will understand preparation. If I tell you read economics books, standard book, you will not be able to understand because you are not from economics background. And that is where it is important that you understand the importance of this basic NCERT book and start from there. Okay. So what do? You start with NCERT. It will help you in transition. You will, from day one, you will understand. You'll become familiar with the subjects. For example, I am an engineer. And when I started political science, history, geography, economics, everything was new to me. But the moment I read NCERT, after 3 months, I was very comfortable in these subjects. Which class onwards? Rohit, there is a list of book in the end of the PPT. You will get that, don't worry. NCERTs are also very important from thinking point of view. They will have examples, they'll have stories, they'll have pictures. They will make you think, they will make you introspect, and that is how you develop the thought. Because tomorrow you have to be problem solver, you have to take decisions, and for that you have to understand the problem, you have to also look for the solution. Solution has to come from your side. You have to develop aptitude for brainstorming. So brainstorming is equally important. Eventually, NCERT, when you read NCERTs very properly, you are able to learn and assimilate things. So that is why NCERT based learning is important. And of course, newspaper reading, this will go parallelly. Newspaper reading for awareness and familiarity with issue. Let's take an example. Currently, we have an issue on farm bills or farm laws. Now, student of UPSC aspirant, any UPSC aspirant, yes, it will be Jairam, don't worry, it will be shared. The whole PPT in PDF form will be shared with everybody. Again, I'm repeating, tomorrow a feedback call will go. In the group, we'll share it. But students who are not part of the group, a feedback call will go to you, everybody. And individually, the PDF will be shared. The syllabus, book list, and PDF will be shared with you. So and in case if you don't get it, you reply from the mail, registered mail from which you have registered, and I will reply back, because that mail I handle personally. Your queries also I will handle personally. Okay, don't worry. So that is the first stage. The second stage is momentum building. Okay, it takes 6 to 8 months. Now my target will be till March 2022, I should be mains ready. Again, listen to this word very carefully. March, April, May, which means 10 months from now, I have to be mains ready, which means my syllabus of UPSC for mains and optional should be ready. If not ready, at least 80-90% ready. So I have to be mains ready till March 2022, so that from April till June, I focus on prelims 2022 entirely. Last 3 months, last 100 days, 90 days, I have to be 100% prelims. Preparation has to be there. Okay. So first thing, if you're targeting next year, okay, I'll answer all the questions, guys. Now you'll go with subject-wise approach after NCERT, standard books, sources, coaching notes, and you will link every subject, every topic of the subject with previous year question papers. So let's say you study national movement. Okay, you study Gandhian phase, national movement. So when you study Gandhian phase, Mahatma Gandhi came in 14, 15, and how it has changed. Okay, I'll give time to everybody. I'll allow you to speak. Okay, I'll answer every question. Then what do? You study the topic, you refer them previous year, and you also attempt mains questions, which we will provide. You can do it from your end on internet, multiple, the whole questions are available. You can follow previous year question papers. Then when you do this regularly, you will be able to filter what to study and what not to study. So previous year question papers ko hum base leke chalenge. Always follow a subject, book, material, coaching notes. Let's say I teach economics, I teach social issues, I teach answer writing approaches. So when I cover these areas, I will definitely follow previous year question papers, prelims and mains. I will make you answer them. I'll make you solve them. NCERT based test, model test, module test, sectional test. So we'll push you to follow them. And once you write an answer, we'll evaluate them. So the idea behind is to ensure that preparation, mains or prelims, this is the cutoff. Am I reaching the cutoff or not? If I'm reaching the cutoff, my preparation or my approach is going up towards every day the growth is there, which means things are there. So subject-wise approach, what do? I go with the standard book or coaching notes material, and I consolidate it with previous year question papers and solve main questions. One more thing which you can follow, you can make your own notes also. This is also very advisable because in the end, you study so much, revision becomes very difficult. So you can have very short, crisp notes on every topic. Every topic of mains you can make very short, crisp topic and integrate the static and dynamic portion both. Integrate the static and dynamic portion both. Which means, let's say you study Gandhian phase. In Gandhian phase, class mein cover ho gaya. You take very small pointers, make your own self note. The class notes are already there, but you make your own self notes and you link with previous question about mains. And if you feel that anything is in news, for example, Chauri Chaura. Chauri Chaura is a place near in UP, which led to this abandonment of non-cooperation movement by Mahatma Gandhi in 1921. So 100 years have passed. So 100 years of Chauri Chaura. So Chauri Chaura could be a possible question. Now you link with mains. Chauri Chaura is in news because Chauri Chaura led to suspension of non-cooperation movement. Now, moment Chauri Chaura is in news, which means there are chances that question might come in prelims or in mains. So my approach has to be there that I can do that. Similarly, let's take an example. You studied agriculture. Now, normally I teach agriculture and my notes are so comprehensive that you don't have to follow anything. But let's say you are doing on your own. So you are reading agriculture. So when you're doing agriculture, so you take any standard book. Let's say you follow Indian Economy, Mishra and Puri. Or you follow Uma Kapila or Datta Sundaram. These are very standard university books, Datta and Sundaram. Any three you follow in that order. First is Mishra Puri, second is Datta Sundaram, third is Uma Kapila. So let's say you follow agriculture and you studied about nature of Indian agriculture, a topic. So you make very short, crisp notes Then you follow this in current affairs. And in current affairs, you have some points. You have made your own some notes or points. What do? You consolidate ye point B. Let's say you get 5 points from here and you get 3 points from here on a particular topic. Now you're consolidating your whole notes at one place. Now you don't have to do anything else. Just read these 8 points while revision. You might go with because the idea is to summarize the book at one place. Consolidate everything at one place. On every topic of mains, I want that you should have very short crisp notes also. Okay, that is very effective. It will take some time, but remember, it is the best thing you can do. 1 year current affairs, minimum 1 year. If you can follow up to 18 months also. Okay, so that is called backward integration, and it will help you to filter your study. Kya padhna hai, what study, what not to study. Only 2 ways: syllabus and previous year question papers. Follow them regularly, every day. While studying a topic, these things you should follow regularly. And let's finish the syllabus till March 2022. Okay, which means 10 months. 10 months means 300 days. 300 days means every day 6 hours. We will increase it to 7 hours, then 8 hours. So if I say 8 hours, 300 into 8 hours में ज़्यादा होता है, 7 hours, let's say 2000, 2100 hours is something. It's not less. I make a strategy for 1500 hours. So 2100, 2200, and prelims उसके बाद है. Prelims is after that. Mains is again after that, right? 6 hours, 7 hours including coaching. Of course, coaching will be included. Okay. After coaching, I want minimum 4 to 5 hours. People with job, minimum 2 hours. Okay, minimum 2 hours, 2.5 hours, minimum 3 hours. Now remember, keep one thing very much clear in your mind. UPSC is not about studying and hard work. It's about strategy. It is about planning. It is about skills. What skills? Reading skills. How fast you can read. I can read 300 words per minute. You know what will your reading speed? 60, 70. Which means I can read almost 4 to 5 times more than your speed. The article that you read in 10 minutes, I'll read in 3 minutes, 2.5 to 3 minutes. Why? Because I have worked my reading skill. I'm not something that who have come from different stages, different place. I have worked my reading skill. I have seen people with very good reading speed. You'll be surprised to know there are, John F. Kennedy had a reading speed of 2000 words per minute. Can you believe that? 2000 words per minute he could read. A 2000-page document he could read in 1 minute and set it aside. Why reading speed is important? Because tomorrow you have to read multiple documents. Your table will be full with files and documents. You'll just sit and you will just juice out the important stuff immediately. Reading skills are very important, because once your reading skills are good, you can cover more syllabus in less time. Okay, so that is where reading skill very important. I'll tell you how to improve your reading skills. Then your writing skills, mains. Now remember, I would expect maybe after 2 months from today, I expect 2 answers daily, average. If you can't write daily, you can write alternate days. So alternate days, 4 answers minimum. You take it from me, if you write answers regularly, and by the time March comes, and if you write 8 months answer writing, believe me, that is the best thing. You clear the prelims, I say with 100% guarantee, aapka mains nikal jayega. You'll clear the mains. If you're answer writing, if you've worked on the answer writing. Because answer writing is not only about you studied, but you don't know how to write and communicate. Aapko mains mein, you have 2 papers on one day, 9 to 12, 2 to 5, 3 hours paper you have to write. And you have to write 9 papers. It's like a university examination, 9 papers or 3 hours. So you have to be practiced. If you go for a cross country or marathon, you practice for 1 month. Don't you think this is like cross country and marathon? Okay. So writing is about content. It is about structuring a thought process. It's about time management, and of course, practice, and practice. That is why I'm saying you 2 answers daily for the next 10 months. Not 2, let's say after NCERT, 8 months. 8 months, 3, 240, which means 240 days. 8 into 30 is 240 days, 240 into 2. 480. I want you to write 500 answers by March 2022. Difficult hai? It looks difficult. Believe me, it is doable. In answer writing, you don't have to spend more than 40 minutes. Abhi to time lagega. But after 2-3 months time, you'll just write in 40-45 minutes, not more than that. Which means out of 8 hours, 7-8 hours that you're studying, 40 minutes you have to write answers, right? So that is what I have to mention. Don't worry about interview. Interview is my area. We'll help you with the interview. You clear the prelims, you write the mains, uske baad we'll do interview preparation separately. We'll do a lot of work on the interviews. Now let's focus on prelims and mains only. Completion of syllabus by March 2022. If not, at least 90%. If you are mains ready, then focus on prelims. This is what topic by topic note should be ready. Now coming to the third part. So first part is of course completing the syllabus, basics developing, completion of syllabus, that is taking the momentum. The second part, preparation ka jo hoga. Answer writing means essay writing, GS paper 1 writing, optional writing, everything. Okay. Then what do? We have to evaluate and appraise the preparation. How do you do that? Prelims and mains test series. So we would also attempt NCERT based test, previous year question papers, test series. So we'll try to attempt in prelims almost 5,000 MCQs humko try karna hai. MCQs 5,000, remember. In mains, there are again in prelims, one thing I forgot to mention, previous year question papers 2011 to 2020, right? So 1,000 questions you'll get every year, 100 questions, 1,000 questions you'll have. Okay, I'll come to that. Then previous year question paper for mains 2013 onwards. Okay, so 2013 to 2020 is 8 years. Bus give me 5 more minutes, I'll take every question. I will make unmute everybody, you can ask a question and I will answer every question. So 8 years, every year you get 80 questions in GS. So GS1 20 questions, GS2 20 questions, GS3 20 questions, GS4 20 questions. So 80 questions every year into 8, 640 questions. Then we'll give test for answer writing and the test series for mains. That is what we'll do. And we will make sure that by March next year we're ready with that. Also, thorough analysis of preparation is also important. Now, student, one more thing. Don't think it is the strategy which I have told you. You just think of a strategy today and you start working. Yes, you make a basic strategy, work on them, and then individually I'll help every student to develop their own strategies. For example, prelims. You might be good in subject X, but you might be not good in subject Y. So what we have to do, we have to ensure that your strategy for preparation, subject-wise, area-wise, have to be helped through. For example, you might call me and say, sir, my IR area is getting weak. What should I do? I said, okay, follow this approach. After 2 weeks, you'll call me, you say, IR is comfortable now. So that is what we have to ensure. So GS mains, skill-based, prelims, most unpredictable, major input, solve MCQs, analysis, everything. Optional, high scoring, choice is very critical. Okay. And interview is personality test. That is, we'll take it later on. So that is what we have discussed so far. This is what the approach would be. Coming to the newspaper reading. Newspaper reading is a different area. I'll take some questions, how to make notes, newspapers, everything. In fact, I'll share a video with that. And optional is very important. Now, I'll say one line and optional. Now, I'll say one line and note it down. Remember, selection depends on your mains marks. So mains, people who crack examination, they do not crack examination because of the interview. They crack the examination because of the marks they get in mains. So आपका जो mains का marks है, that will decide your selection. And in mains, not only GS, optional becomes very critical. There are two broad criteria to select an optional. First is interest. Wherever your interest is high, you can do the subject. You will love the subject. You will enjoy the subject. Okay, you will enjoy the subject, and you will get higher score. And second is, of course, guidance. Now that should be secondary thing. So interest is a primary thing. If you like, for example, I had interest for political science and administration. I chose public administration. In first attempt, and again I'm saying that, and this is 2011, because I gave in 2011, 2012. So in first attempt, I was one of the toppers of public administration. My second optional, I did bad, but in my first optional, it was public administration. I was among the topper. I scored very high. In fact, I scored more than top few rankers. I made mistake in my sociology optional. I could not study properly. I was a little complacent. If I would have got average marks in sociology, I would have been the service in the first attempt itself, because I got good marks in interview also. In essay, I got average marks. So interest is the prime thing. Where your interest lies, ask yourself. Let's do some R&D. Let's do some input. Identify where my interest lies. Okay, there are around 51 options are there. Out of that, I have to choose one subject of my interest. Where do I like political science? Do I like geography? Do I like a science subject? Do I like psychology or anthropology or philosophy or political science or agriculture or anything? Okay, so you can decide based on that. Don't choose coaching because somebody in the coach. Don't choose optional because somebody there's a teacher you like and you ask him or her and they say take this take my subject. You can take that subject, but remember, you can take the subject only if you are comfortable in terms of interest. If you think that interest is not there, you're making a blunder. It is a one-time life decision. Life में कभी-कभी decision आप एक बार लेते, you take decision once. So let's not squander the chances. Let's not squander the decisions. So your one-time interest, one-time decision making for option has to be very important. You choose a wrong optional, you're out of this UPSC game, because UPSC optional is 500 marks. You can score up to 350. It's a high score, but normally 300 plus is a very good score. Okay, so that is what, and maybe just 2 more minutes. What are the common problems you'll face in the next few months? You'll follow few subjects. Okay, you'll follow subjects that you like, background interest. No, don't do that. Avoid that. You have to study all the subjects. You have to read everything. You can't avoid. If there are 5-6 pillars of preparation, you have to work on all the pillars. Science students, 2 months, just need 2 months. 2 months so that you take, because everything, lot of subjects are social sciences. So आपको दिक्कत होगा. So you will take time to adapt. Newspaper reading, onerous task, very onerous in the beginning. In the beginning, newspaper is tough. After 2 months, easy. Answer writing, very important. Don't neglect it. Test. If you're not testing yourself, you're neglecting the preparation. Attitude to defer, procrastinate, laziness. You're lazy. You're studying, but you're not writing answers. You're not writing MCQs. You're not solving them. Deciding optional will be a task. Okay. Feeling that things are not working. There'll be good days, there'll be bad days, there'll be average days. There'll be days you'll feel like quitting. And that is where you have to tell yourself, I will not quit. Every aspirant who is there, whose name is famous, whom will listen sometime, or maybe a few years ago, they were in the same boat as you are. I was also an aspirant. Every year my student gets selected. And they tell me this many times. They come to me, sir, I'm not happy. My scores are not coming. What should I do? Sometimes many times I tell them, I push them, because I know many of them have potential. I call them, I message them, I do one-to-one counseling. Well, I'll help you in that as well. Preparation, there are no shortcuts, beta. These will take time. A lot of students, you go to old Rajendra Nagar, you go to GTP Nagar, Mukherjee Nagar, you take class notes, you purchase class notes and you start doing that. Don't do that. Shortcuts are not. You can take you can read somebody's class notes, but make your own notes, right? UPSC is not about facts and information. So these are some things that you need to work and need to understand. Way forward, it's a long journey. Let's work on it. It's a marathon. Rome was not built in a day, so preparation will take time. Okay, we'll have to focus on strategy, develop process, implement them. We'll make small goals, targets, consistency, perseverance, dedication. We will follow 1/3 rule. We'll follow 1/3 rule. We'll study maximum 8 hours. And this exam is the toughest. No, it is not. when I started in my preparation way back in 2008, 2009, everybody, I also felt that it's the toughest preparation. But when I navigated the preparation, when I followed the basic approach, strategy, you just have to work for 2 months. आपको तैयारी सिर्फ 2 महीना करना है. You have to sincerely prepare for 2 months. Can you give 2 months to me? Can you give 2 months to this preparation? You are right back on track. Because after 2 months, you develop the habit. You tend to understand what is working, what is not working, how to make strategy. But 2 months of sincere, dedicated 7-8 hours effort. Yes, I can understand that job issues are there. So let's take questions now. So I'll take questions. Guide and mentor is very important in the beginning. Make your own process. And so these are some book lists I'll share. I'll not go in the book list. Let me take the doubts. And these are NCRT. These will be shared with you. These book lists, basic book lists are there. These book lists will be updated. So let me stop the share and let me take the question. So what I would do, I will let me take the questions first, then I'll unmute. मैं आपको unmute करूँगा, and after that unmute, I will ask you to question things, and you can question, you can speak, and we'll take the questions. So let me take questions. There are many questions today. Okay. So let's say I'll take questions one by one. So Manjot, how to choose optional? 2 broad criteria, beta. One is interest. Second is wherever guidance is available. Then Pragya, are you going to tell a strategy today? I've already taken and discussed. Then Jaya, what's his name? Jayan, right? Jayan. So Jayan, what are the parameters we need to consider while talking about difficulty level of prelims? Prelims ka difficulty level varies from year to year. There is no standard pattern parameter. But if you want to ask me, because there is no set trend and pattern of prelims, but toughness level will be considered. For example, last year questions on science and tech and agriculture were relatively tough, environment were tough. Few years ago, these areas used to be easier in questions were there. So this will shift. So there are no parameters, because UPSC one year they'll make economics tough, other year they'll make polity tough. So let's focus on approach which will work for everything. So I will not skip anything. I will not give, make an approach which is lopsided. Okay. Can you share the strategy, how to study from day one? Already discussed. What is the mains-based strategy? Mains-based strategy is very much clear. You have to start with main syllabus. You have to read the main syllabus. You have to do a lot of answer writing. You have to strategize, and you have to make sure that every part of the syllabus is covered. Okay. Now, let me unmute you. Okay. So I'll unmute you. Whoever has question can ask me.
Hello.
One by one. Yes, Vaibhav. Yes, beta.
Yes, sir. Sir, मैं ऑप्शनल का मुझे डाउट था. मैं ना ग्रेजुएशन बीकॉम से कर रहा हूँ. मैं एक्स सीए स्टूडेंट हूँ. मैंने एंट्रेंस वगैरह निकाली हुई है.
Okay. So go with commerce. What go with commerce if you feel.
सर, पर अब प्रॉब्लम ये आ रही कि मुझे कॉमर्स एंड अकाउंटेंसी का लेना है ऑप्शनल का, पर मुझे उसमें कोई इतना मटेरियल मुझे दिखा नहीं कि अच्छा है, और ना उसमें से रैंक आ रही है, और ना इतने अच्छे नंबर आते हैं उसके अंदर. पर मैं अच्छे से कॉमर्स के अंदर मैं अच्छा स्कोर कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि मैं सीए स्टूडेंट हूँ, तो सीए पूरी अकाउंटेंसी में रहती है.
Let me tell you one very important fact, Vaibhav.
Yes,
it
sir.
is not about you can score very high. Subject is not important. Every subject is scoring. Okay. It's just that in a particular year, maybe you can say that maybe students were not so, but fewer students were there whose preparation was to the level. And if you really want to take material, there is one coaching in Rajendra Nagar whose notes you can arrange, and that is Rankers classes. Okay, they take commerce. So from there, if you can arrange the notes, but remember, you make a list of standard books. Go and look for some WordPress or some student who I follow. When I was preparing I had a friend called Ravi Dahiya. He also had commerce. He was a SRCC pass out. We are still in touch. So right now, I think he's in Agmut Katra. Last posting, I don't remember. So he also had commerce, and I'm sure he must have made a blog or somewhere. So a lot of students who have cleared, unka ek blog check karo, make a basic list, list, and start from there, beta. And maybe get one reference notes from Delhi if you can manage. That is how.
तो सर मतलब कॉमर्स एंड अकाउंटेंसी में मतलब क्या कह स्कोर है या नहीं है? क्योंकि सर मैंने
बेटा बेटा आता है, स्कोर सब में आता है। अगर आप इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल इन कॉमर्स एंड अकाउंटेंसी, go ahead with that. You can score very high. I have seen people scoring very high in commerce and accountancy. It's a myth, maybe one few year, maybe, but remember, always you have to have your own approach. Don't follow approach of other topper, or don't copy the whole notes. Problem kya hoti hai, students they study from one coaching note and everybody answers, sabka answer common ho jata hai. Your answer should be different. Your approach has to be different. There has to be novelty in your answers. How do your answer is distinguished from other people? That is where you have to go. Okay.
Okay sir, thank you so much sir.
Okay.
So good evening, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Myself Narsimhan.
Yes, Narasimhan.
Yeah, I just had one clarification, sir. For current affairs preparation, is newspaper sufficient, or what are the extra value addition material for current affairs? Like, for example, PIB, PRS, or Yojana. What and all should be added, and what are those which come handy for exam?
In the beginning, current affairs are very important. Current affairs, you also should try to make notes for current affairs, because that is very important. Okay, if you can make notes for current affairs, that is something that will be there with you. Post that, once your current affair part is streamlined, let's say after 2 months you are regularly reading newspapers, what you can do, you can take one monthly magazine of any coaching. There are a lot of online coaching, and in fact because there are a lot of competition, so every material is good to an extent, the famous ones I'm saying. So you can pick any of them and just look at the list of the topics and topic that you have missed, in case, because many times you might miss a topic in the newspaper. You just follow that topic from that, and you follow your own notes. That is what I would advise you right now. After 6 months, speak to me again. Then I'll tell you about what you can follow next beyond this. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Okay, so let me tell you, Pratik, you can ask questions first, and then maybe other person. Pratik, you can have a question.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
Pratik.
sir. Sir, how important it is to have a fallback option or plan B while preparing?
What is your age, Pratik?
So I'm 23 now, and I am working professional now.
Okay.
Right now.
Can you study with job?
No, sir, I don't think so. I get a very little time in day, like 3 hours maximum.
No, I don't believe in plan B. Because plan B, because moment you have plan B, you become complacent.
Yes.
Yes. Acha, let's take in a worst situation mein kya hoga? You will give 2 years of your life and you not get selected, right? That is the worst that might happen.
Yes, sir.
So don't you think you can make your life again from zero and scratch? Because remember, I gave my attempt at age of 29. I left 28 first attempt, and I left my job at age of 28. I took a risk, but believe me, it was the best decision of my life. I reached interview in the first stage. I made some mistake. Again, I reached interview. I missed by a few marks. Again, I got an extra attempt because age increase and attempts also increase. And in our time, we had 4 attempts. I got one more attempt. In that attempt also, I reached interview. I'd already left my preparation for 2 years. 2 years I was not preparing. I was teaching students. I got one more attempt because of when 2014, elections happened. It was called Rahul Gandhi attempt, because Rahul Gandhi pushed and attempts were increased from 4 to 6.
Yeah.
So I got one more attempt, and again I reached the interview stage, and I missed by few marks again this time. I did not prepare like earlier time, but again I missed by few marks. But believe me, it was best decision of my life. So I'm just saying that when you have a plan B, you become complacent. If you think you should have a plan B, have a plan B, but work on the plan A right now. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, Aarti.
Hello.
Aarti. Yes.
Let's take one by one, sir.
Please. I'll say the name Aarti, then Shreya. Aarti, Aarti, Mohit, Shreya. These are 3 order. So Aarti, ask your question first, beta.
Yes, sir. So kindly speak about how to increase reading speed.
Aarti, I need to take a session on that. I can't tell you in 2 minutes because it's a long process. Okay. So I've already noted. I will work on that. I'll tell you how to increase your reading speed. But for increase your reading speed, few things you can follow right away. First is start reading newspapers regularly. Second is focus on the vocabulary. Try to increase your vocab part, and start following news on daily basis. Okay. DD News or Rajya Sabha News, whichever, one news. Not like these, the shouting ones, the debate ones. Follow any one news. That is what you can do. And be very serious, follow it very seriously, and automatically this will improve. Okay? Then maybe I will take that.
Hello,
Yes, Mohit, ask, you can ask.
sir. How I manage my job with my preparation?
Okay. So Mohit, how many of hours you can give on an average?
Average 3 or 4.
Average 3 or 4 hours you can give, right?
Hmm.
So, and 6 days a week or 5 days a week job?
6 days a week.
So if I say 3 hours, 3 into 6 is 18. 18 on Sunday, you can give 5-6 hours. So 18 plus
Yes,
5-6 means 23-24 hours. So you can
Yes,
start
sir.
these 23-24 hours on preparation, and start with NCERT and newspaper reading. And maybe after 2 months, make a target for NCERT for next 3-4 months. And then you can make a basic timetable, step by step, follow them. Once you are comfortable with these things, then you can take it to the next level. Okay.
Okay.
Follow the advice. Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
sir. Should I have to revise current affairs? Is it necessary or not?
Revision is as important as studying. Because
Sir,
if you
what
don't,
about the current affairs?
the same thing, beta, surveys. If you're not revising, there is no point of studying. So studying and revision will go parallel. You can't just
So
study
like,
today and don't revise.
I'm 18
Okay.
and
Okay. Surveys, if you are 18, for
yes,
you,
sir.
just follow the newspapers and follow NCERT for the next 6 months. Nothing much. Don't make any note, just read NCERTs. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Just hold on.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. There are many people are there asking.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Who is this? Omkar? Yes, Omkar, you can ask.
Hello,
Then
sir.
Shreya.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Hello, sir.
Yes. Please.
Hello, sir.
Omkar, tell me.
Sir, I am studying now in mechanical engineering, first year.
Mhm.
What is your opinion about mechanical engineering as optional?
Little typical, tough, but high scoring.
The materials are easily available.
That you have to check, because you are an engineer, right? I'm not. I can't tell about mechanical engineering because it's a very unique optional. Do one thing: download UPSC paper from past 4 years, 4-5 years, and see the syllabus of mechanical engineering for the next few semesters, all 8 semesters, and try to
Yes.
match the syllabus with that.
Yes,
If you feel, then you can start working on it. If you feel that you're comfortable in mechanical engineering, go ahead with that.
and
But
sir,
remember,
another
yes.
question is that how to study NCERT books and do the notes.
NCERT, go to ISH channel. I've made a video on how to read NCERTs. You can see there, because I would require a different session on this beta. What you can do, I'll just tell you in one line. Pick any NCERT, read it first. Go for 3 reading approach. In first reading, read like a novel. In the second reading, read it in detailed form, highlight important ones, the keywords. And in the third reading, you can make a very short, crisp notes on NCERT. That is the 3 reading approach I would advise. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Hello,
Hello, sir.
Just hold on.
Shreya.
Hold on.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Please hold on. I'll just
Hello,
Avdesh,
sir.
just ask your question, beta. Avdesh. Then Bhumika.
Yes, sir. You were talking about the.
Sir, then.
Shreya,
Sir, you
Shreya,
were
आपका भी है.
talking about.
Shreya, you can ask after this. Okay. Don't worry. I will answer everybody. Then I'll go. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Avdesh,
Sir,
ask me
I
beta
was
quickly.
asking the part. Yes, sir. You were telling about 3 reading approach, sir. In that, I was wanting to ask that should we take one subject and complete all the 3 readings, or should we give 1 reading to all the subjects and second reading to all the subjects?
No, you can go chapter by chapter approach. Nothing wrong in that.
So I should give first reading to all.
Go chapter wise, finish it, then move to next chapter, finish it, then go to next chapter, finish it, like that.
So, sir, should I complete one subject and then start the other one, month?
You
or
can have
should I
two.
take all the
You can have two subjects at a time. You can study one subject one day and other subject other day. I would always write two subjects. For example, start with economy and polity, or start with economy or history, whichever. Two subjects at a time. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Shreya. Shreya, you asked me. Shreya.
Sir, I just have two questions. The first question is how is it considering maths as an option? Because I have my educational background in mathematics. I have done my graduation in mathematics honors from Delhi University.
Okay, maths take long time to cover the syllabus in terms of following that because I know many of my students have maths options, so they tell me it takes 7-8 months to cover the syllabus. So do one thing. Why don't you download the syllabus of maths and see how many?
Sir, I have checked the syllabus. So in my graduation, I have almost completed 70 to 80% of the syllabus. I just have to consider the next 30%, which I think I have checked out the syllabus thoroughly.
Also see, can you solve the questions of past 5 years or not?
I have checked. Yes, I was able to do that. I was comfortable in solving the question.
Which means you are back.
The questions are very familiar. The questions are very familiar. It was not new to me.
Okay, fair enough. Then you can choose the option. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, you can go ahead with that.
Hello, sir.
And the second is.
Just hold on.
Hello, sir.
Hold on. Let Shreya complete. She has the second question. Yes.
Sir, what is the right approach to study newspaper? Like what thing you should study, what not? It's very difficult sometimes to process out which things you must consider and which not.
Okay. Can you do one thing, Shreya? Can you go on ISH channel? And I have made a video 2 days ago. There is a video on how to read newspapers and how to make notes. It's a video of 40 minutes. Just go through it because that will give you a deep insight.
Sure.
Okay. Chalo.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Aryan, hold on.
Hello.
Don't ask. Yes, Priya. Priya, ask me. Beta.
Hello. Hello. Good evening, sir.
Priya.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Tell me.
Yes, sir. I'm from medical and hello.
Yes, beta. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm from medical and I just don't want to go with medical as an optional. I am a little bit confused between anthropology and sociology. Please guide me because as medical science success rate is so high, but even then I don't want to go with this subject.
Priya, go with anthropology. Anthropology is a better subject for you in comparison to sociology. I think you've asked this question before also. No?
Yes, sir. I
Okay,
attended your session last month.
Do one thing. Priya, kaam karo aap. See the syllabus of anthropology and see the syllabus of sociology. Anthropology and sociology have commonalities also. Okay? But as per my understanding,
similar with each other.
Yes, similar. But anthropology is closer to medical science. It is closer to biology and zoology, so where you can do justice. Okay, and syllabus is shorter than sociology.
Sir. And it all. Okay, sir. And it also overlap with other GS papers, no?
Not much.
Overlapping with other GS papers.
Little with essay, little with GS, but that is not important, beta. Don't go with overlap. Ke chakkar mein mat pado. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Mohan ask.
Hello.
Then Mainak.
Hello, sir.
Diksha, just hold on, beta. Acha, Bhumika aapka bhi hai. Beta, just hold on. Mohan, ask me quickly.
Sir, my question already chat box.
Please hold. Mohan is asking. Yes, Mohan.
Sir, already my question is chatting box, but my optional is agriculture. Optional is good or okay, sir?
There is no optional as bad optional. There is no optional as good optional. This is a myth which has been pushed by the coaching people, the students. Yes, there is definitely sometimes it happens that in some optional scores come less. But my experience says that every option is good. You can score very high score with every optional. But you have to make subject as your own, Mohan. If you think that if you have command of the subject, you can score very high. So students should not focus on what coaching people are saying. Students should focus on where they can do justice to the process. I am a teacher who teaches public administration, so I can easily push all of you to go for public administration. But that would be wrong, right? That would be unethical. So what I say is that, did I say public administration even once? No, I have taken public administration multiple batches. The reason why I'm not saying that, because a student should decide which optional they are comfortable. we should guide them and steer them. So Mohan, any optional, even agriculture is good, but remember, there are some common optional and there are some options which are not common. Agriculture is not a very common optional for UPSC. It is common option for forest service. So if you want to go ahead with agriculture, be ready. Make sure that you have all the material guidance. UPSC previous paper is already available. So even agriculture is a good subject, but very few people take it. So as far as the guidance is concerned, you have to be mostly on the self-study. Okay.
Sir, second question is
Sir?
related to chat
Hello,
box.
sir.
Just
Hello, sir. Hello.
let Mohan complete, or I'll mute everybody. Yes, please, Mohan, ask.
Sir, second question is on the chat box, sir.
Chat box. Now already there are so many questions. Okay. आर्यन
Hello,
पूछो बेटा.
sir.
अभी तुम आर्यन 10th पास किया ना तुमने, तुम हर सेशन में रहते हो. 10th पास किया ना तुमने अभी तो.
जी सर.
अभी तो बस एनसीईआरटी करो 6 महीना, भगवान का नाम लो, एनसीईआरटी पढ़ो, उसके बाद मेरे को बात करना. एनसीईआरटी कंप्लीट होगा ना, फिर मेरे से बात करना. ओके.
जी सर.
Can I place my question, sir? Hello, sir.
Okay.
Can I place my question? Sir.
Let Bhumika question. Yes, Bhumika, please come again. Please, beta.
Yes, sir. How to read the newspaper properly? It's like it takes too much of time to read, and sometimes you have missed all the material, but then you are like that you have not understood it properly. Then
Bhumika,
how to read?
कितने टाइम से आप प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो बेटा? How many, since how many days?
Sir, it's been 20 days around.
20
only.
days. And you've been following newspapers from last 20 days?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have to follow another 2 months, beta, to be comfortable with newspapers. I'll tell you a few things. Newspaper reading, what you can do is that you can look. जैसे आपने एक article पढ़ा, you read an article about international relations, let's say.
Yes.
You will not understand the article because you don't have the background of IR. Okay, and that is where the problem is. So if you don't have a background of IR, it creates problem. You're not able to understand the meaning of the questions. Okay, a meaning of the article. So what you have to do is that you have to understand the basic background. Let's say there is a one line written about India's foreign policy in Nehru's era. Now you don't know what was the Nehruvian foreign policy. Guys, जो लोग बात कर रहे हैं सिर्फ वो लोग unmute करें. Other people should mute them because it is creating disturbance. Somebody is coughing and all those things. Please, it's a request. Okay. So you don't know about the Nehruvian foreign policy in the period of 1950s and 60s. Now you won't understand the article because it is compared to Narendra Modi's foreign policy of current. Okay. So that is where just go and maybe wait for, or you can pick a basic IR book and just read about the Nehruvian foreign policy in just 2-3 pages, and then come back to this thing. But it will take some time because once you are studying, you have to study in parallel. Newspaper में 2-3 महीना time लगता है बेटा to get adapted to the process. Okay.
Yes. So one more question I have to ask.
Keywords.
Hello, sir.
Now, just hold on. Bhumika has another question. Ask Bhumika quickly.
So I don't know it's an appropriate question, but I want to ask: can an average studying student can also crack it?
All the time. 80%, 75% people who crack the examination, they're average people. Okay, all the time. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Mohammad Anas and yes, Mohammad
Hello,
Anas
sir.
and Manak
Yes, sir.
Kundu. Yes, Mohammad.
Sir,
Anas.
my question is, as a science student, we might have a 1 or 2 year gap after 12th class. Sir, क्या वो इफेक्ट करेगा कहीं पर भी नेगेटिव?
कोई कुछ नहीं फर्क पड़ेगा. Any gap has no meaning. Anything. UPSC has just 2 requirements. You should be thorough with. You should be 21 years of age minimum, and you should be graduated. That's all. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, sir.
Sir. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Sir, this is
Manak.
Moina Kundu, sir.
Yes,
This is Moina Kundu, sir.
Yes.
Sir, it is necessary to start with say NCERT because there is a CAPF exam in 2021. So I started say standard books. So it is necessary to start with NCERT books, sir, in UPSC IS exam also, sir.
Beta Manak, it is too difficult for me to tell your understanding because I don't know. For that, I need to see your test scores. I need to maybe sit with you and discuss things where your preparation stands. Do you have you understood the basics or not? तो अगर ये सवाल का जवाब मुझे मिलेगा तभी मैं आपको बोलूंगा. अगर आपके पास टाइम है, read the NCERT. That is what I would advise. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Okay. I I will mute everybody for now, and I will take questions in the chat box. 5 minutes, because there are a lot of questions are there and I'm not able to answer. So I have to say something about NCERT. Okay, current affair, how many months? 12 to 18 months. Answer writing, essay, everything. There is a question by Pratham. Okay, I think he's left the session. He has a question about Marathi medium. Okay, you can give with Marathi, but again, where material is will be a problem. Rinki has a question: use of map or drawing. UPSC is about innovation. You can use map, you can use flowchart, you can use mind map, diagram, everything. Then there is a question by Priya, sir, if subjects like engineering and mathematics are selected, it would be give some higher marks in optional. Well, subject like mathematics and engineering definitely takes time, but my understanding says that dono side hota hai. Either you get good score or you're out of the exam. Both works. Okay. How do I manage job by preparation? I've already answered. Okay, 1 year of GAV 12th, I think I've already. Then optional subject for science student. There is no specific for it. Is all the subjects are there. You can choose a subject of interest. I started studying and do a week and then lose momentum. How do I do? This question is by Pratika. Yes. This is very common. Now, why are you losing momentum? You are losing momentum because maybe your motivation is not high. Maybe there's a sense of purpose for preparation is not there. So you need to ask yourself that why it is happening. You do one thing, don't study every day, take half-day break also. And tell yourself that I will take half-day break only if I study for 6.5 days. जब मैं 7th day break लूंगा, मैं तभी लूंगा so my break will be reward after preparation. And also look for innovative way of preparation. Many times you study one subject. So when you study one subject, it becomes boring. Have 2 subject approach, because if you are boring, if your subjects are getting boring, you can move from one to another subject, and that is what I would advise. Okay, look for innovative approach, because this is something that I'm in 12th. I have 3 years of any tips. Start with NCERTs and basic. Start reading newspapers and news. Then is it make plan B? Well, always stick to plan A. How to select paper writing language. Broadly, you can write in your own language, but paper are available only 2 languages, Hindi or English. Okay. Please tell me about, I'm not in the group. How do I join the group for further session? Don't worry, my team will contact you, because we have a team which will reach out to you for the feedback session. I want to choose geology in mains because I've studied MSc geology. We can go ahead with that, nothing wrong, as I mentioned. Then I have a how to keep ourselves motivated at time of inconsistency. Motivation will go up and down. As I mentioned, you need to ask yourself why are you preparing this. Also, it is very difficult. You have to find ways to motivate. For example, I used to motivate myself by telling myself that I've quit my job. The stakes are very high for the preparation, and I can't miss it. There's only this one-time lifetime opportunity, and tomorrow when I get selected, the opportunity and learning and growth and kind of job it will bring is something that will be unparalleled. Okay, Diksha. So again, everybody has their own ways of motivating themselves. Maybe I have to take a session on that, answer that. Okay, so then, sir, in prelims, the questions are coming from reports, indexes. Okay, yes. No, but you can follow them. There is a basic approach. You can make a list of organizations and you can follow backward linkage approach. I'm working for 5-6 hours. Will be enough for preparation? More than sufficient. Rishi has a question. Do optional subject for medical student? Already discussed. There is no specific option for medical student. Anybody can that. Divya has a question. I want to bring 1,000, say 90 candidates. Then what will make follow the approach? Stick to the process. Appraise your preparation. 3 approaches. First is basic strategy. Follow them. Answer writing. Third is evaluate your strategy. Improvise it. Improve it. Practice. Revision. Try to cover the whole syllabus holistically. And as a guide, you can reach out to me if you feel, especially for answer writing in other areas. Then I don't have more time. Okay, let me tell you something. Now there are a lot of questions. So suddenly my mind is saying that I can't answer every of them. So let me take you How many of you are comfortable at 5:30 in the evening? Because my classes are from 6:30, so I can take 5:30 to 6:15 as question answer session. My team will contact you. Everybody will be mailed the link. We have your details. If you have put the details in registration, your mail ID, your contact number, my team will contact you. Okay. So 3 days I will take question answer session in the coming week, because I can see so many questions. There are more than 86 messages in my chat box. There are so many people who want to speak. I can't answer them right now. So I just need little cooperation from your side. Each one of you who could not get their answer cleared, इस week में 3 दिन हम मिलेंगे for 45 minutes. You come there and I will try to answer each one of them. Questions would be common, I would suppose. I'm planning to take history as optional because I have academic round. We can go ahead with that. And I feel I ultimately have to study it for interview round, but I don't have interest. Then don't choose history, beta. Don't choose history, because I have a student just 2 days ago. She called me. She had history, graduation, but she's choosing political science. 2 years ago, a student called Pratiksha Mamgen. She got selected All India rank 50. Her subject, she was from St. Stephen's. Her subject was economics, but she chose political science. Her mother was political science teacher, so she guided him. So I'm just telling you, your interest and the graduation subject not necessarily would be same. आपका graduation subject और interest अलग-अलग हो सकता है. How much time should I prepare to newspaper? Target it 1.5, 2 hour, 2 hour, 2.5 hour, and then try to reduce it to 1.5 hour at the max. I don't have time to crack exam because my father is still 6 years to present days. Like that first. I don't have more times to crack exam because my father is still 6 years to present. I'm not able to understand this question better. One more thing, guys, if you can mail the questions also. I reply everybody, so I'll reply the answers, and let's have Q&A session in the coming weeks, coming days. My team will contact you. And sorry for not able to answer. I'll take one more question. What about medical science and my doctor? It's a vast syllabus. Can I anthropology? Go ahead with anthropology. Then I have a question. Many questions are there. So 10 more minutes are there. At 9, I'll close the session. So let me take some doubts one-to-one. So I've unmuted. Students who want to speak to me can speak to me quickly.
Sir?
Yes, Amandeep.
Sir, do you recommend graduation in arts?
Beta, your class 12th, you just passed?
Yeah, no, sir. I'm just having class 12th.
Okay, you can go ahead with graduation in arts. Beta, go. You can go with arts. ऐसा कुछ आपको ऐसा special कोई help नहीं मिलेगा in UPSC, because UPSC and approach for graduation is different. Unless until you're getting admission in Miranda House and St. Stephen's, because their students who study in graduation, if your college is good, अगर college अच्छा है, studies are there, they ask you to put effort in a graduation subject in arts, then go ahead with that. Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello, sir. Yes,
sir.
Itesh.
Hello.
Yes, beta. Itesh. Ask me.
Sir, in this session, you said that the notes making of should be done for every topic. So can you tell in how many pages should be every topic should be done in notes
There is
making?
no time. See, topics are small, topics are big. If topic is small, your page would be 1 page, 2 page. If topic is big, it could be 2 page, 2 page, 2.5 page, 3 page.
As from the perspective of men, we have to write approx 2 pages. So notes
Beta,
making.
Itesh, let me tell you. Notes will depend on the topic itself. Some topics are big. It will take time to explain. Some topics are very small. So for example, when you are studying about a topic on national movement, it will be big. When you are studying about a small topic like communalism, so maybe 2 pages, right? So it will depend how you see the topics. Okay.
Okay, sir. And one more question.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Sunny. Just Sunny and then Bareen. Bareen Sheikh. Yes.
सर, ये हिंदी मीडियम के लिए कौन सा ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट अच्छा रहेगा जिससे ज्यादा से ज्यादा मार्क स्कोर हो सके?
बेटा कोई सारा ऑप्शनल अच्छा है. आप पहले लिस्ट बनाइए जो ऑप्शनल आपको लगता है कि आप उसमें जस्टिस कर सकते हो, अच्छा कर सकते हो, और उनमें से कोई एक ऑप्शन अच्छे से चूज कर लीजिए. ठीक है, सारा ऑप्शनल अच्छा है.
थैंक यू.
Yes, Bareen Sheikh, ask me, beta.
Hi. I was planning to choose my optional as psychology and management.
Okay.
I've seen the papers. Both of them seem familiar. I'm from a management background, So for me, both the paper, I like psychology, is like more interested towards it. Management was more like an easy go for me. I'm still confused about which to choose.
Okay, so Bareen, I'll tell you two things. The first is, if between psychology and management, go with psychology. That is my advice. Again, it is something that you have to decide. And go with one more subject. Just go through syllabus of one more subject, that is public administration. Why I'm telling you? Because in public administration borrows heavily from management. Okay. So almost the paper one, almost 70% would be from management. So just see the syllabus of public administration also. Just see when you decide which one. But among psychology and management, I would say go with psychology. It is a better option. Because I've seen my friends, many of my students not doing so well in management. Not because I feel management is not a good subject, but I feel many a times that maybe approach was lacking, maybe material or guidance is also not available. So you will face some problem in management.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Good evening, sir. Diksha here.
Yes, Diksha, ask me better.
Yeah, sir, I have recently completed my graduation in IT. So is there any preferable optional subject for IT?
No. Computer science to hai nahi. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to, there are two broad optional subjects. One is social science, another is science subjects. So naturally, I would advise you to go with social science subject. That is recommended.
Okay, sir. And sir, for that newspaper revision, we have to revise that newspaper, means एक महीने का newspaper उसी month में revise करना है या फिर 2-3 महीने के बाद फिर वही current affairs को revise करना है?
बेटा देखो, पहली बात तो न्यूज़पेपर का नोट्स बनाना चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से, ठीक है? क्योंकि न्यूज़पेपर रिवाइज कैसे करोगे? न्यूज़पेपर 20 पेज का न्यूज़पेपर, ठीक है? तो न्यूज़पेपर का शॉर्ट क्रिस्प नोट बनाओ और नोट्स का रिवीजन करो रेगुलर बेसिस पे. डोंट वेट फॉर 2 months. इनफैक्ट एवरी वीक द रिवीजन शुड बी देयर. इनफैक्ट आई वुड से कि हर अल्टरनेट डेज रिवीजन करना चाहिए, ठीक है? आप प्रिपरेशन का 20% टाइम रिवीजन के लिए रख दो या 15% टाइम रिवीजन के लिए रख दो.
ठीक है सर. थैंक यू सो मच सर. थैंक यू.
ओके बेटा.
हेलो सर.
हेलो सर.
ओके. सो मेघना, यस मेघना, और उसके बाद जो किसने बोला? रोहित इसके बाद मेघना, आस्क क्विकली बेटा.
यस सर. सर हमें जो मतलब एनसीईआरटी के नोट्स बनानी है, वो क्या सिर्फ हर सब्जेक्ट के लिए हम 11th 12th का ही बनाए या फिर और भी कोई क्लास का भी नोट बनानी है सर? ये हाँ सर, पहले इसका जवाब दे दीजिए, फिर मेरा और भी बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं सर.
बेटा मेरे ख्याल से आप पहले भी कई बार पूछ चुके हो. तो एनसीईआरटी का नोट्स देखिए, पहली बात तो जो एनसीईआरटी इंपॉर्टेंट है उनका बनाइए. 11th 12th इंपॉर्टेंट है तो उनका आप पहले बना सकते हो, बाकी को स्किप कर सकते हो, ठीक है? अगला सवाल पूछिए.
हाँ सर. सर ये जो सर एक टॉपिक आता है डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट, सर ये तो हम एनसीईआरटी के जियोग्राफी में भी पढ़ते हैं या फिर साइंस में भी है?
नहीं, डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट के लिए बेटा कोई बुक तो नहीं है मार्केट में. और व्हाट यू कैन डू इज दैट यू कैन डाउनलोड डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट एक्ट 2005, ठीक है? होम मिनिस्ट्री की वेबसाइट से या कहीं भी आपको मिल जाएगा डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट एक्ट 2005. वहां से पढ़िए, वहां से आपको सारा कंटेंट मिल जाएगा, ठीक है?
और सर अभी एक स्लाइड में आप दिखा रहे थे कि इश्यूज, सर हम कोई न्यूज़पेपर में अगर कोई आर्टिकल पढ़ रहे हैं तो सर इश्यूज को हम कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करें? क्योंकि सर हम तो बिगिनर है, हमको तो मतलब इश्यूज पकड़ में नहीं आ रहा है.
दो ही तरीका है इश्यूज को समझने का. पहला तो प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर्स को आप रेगुलर देखते रहिए तो आपको ये समझ में आएगा कि कैसे इश्यूज में क्वेश्चन आते हैं. तो पहला अप्रोच होना चाहिए सिलेबस में वो टॉपिक मेंशन होना चाहिए. लेट्स से एजुकेशन पे आर्टिकल है एंड एजुकेशन इज पार्ट ऑफ जीएस पेपर 2. Now you will understand that GS paper 2 is a part of my education. It's part of my syllabus. So this article is important. अभी न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में कोई आर्टिकल क्वेश्चन आता है तो you know that it's education is a part of the syllabus. So न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी जरूरी है. अभी न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी पे 5 आर्टिकल आते हैं तो आप उनको पढ़ते हो एंड देन यू डेवलप मेंटल पिक्चर, उसके शॉर्ट क्रिस्प नोट बनाते हो, उनको समराइज करते हो और बाद में वो टॉपिक रेडी हो जाता है आपका आंसर रेडी, ठीक है?
ओके सर. और सर ये हफ्ते में जो 3 दिन आप क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन रखने वाले, वो मतलब वो हमको कैसे पता चलेगा कि सर कब होगा, क्या होगा?
जो भी लोग सेशन अटेंड किए हैं सबको मेल जाएगा, सबको कम्युनिकेट होगा और आप मेल का वेट करिएगा. कल शाम तक आपको मेल जाएगा, ठीक है? और कल मेरी टीम कॉल भी करेगी, जैसे नॉर्मली फीडबैक कॉल लेती है, सेशन अच्छा लगा नहीं लगा और क्या आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हो. तो वो माय टीम इम्प्रोवाइजर्स तो आपको कॉल करेगी, फिर एक Q&A से डाउट सेशन हम लोग रखेंगे, स्पेशली जो बिगिनर्स हैं उनके लिए, ठीक है। उसका टाइम में डेट कम्युनिकेट हुआ।
सर
रोहित।
हेलो सर, नमस्कार।
यस हाँ रोहित, बताइए।
सर ये टाइम मैनेजमेंट का स्ट्रेटेजी बता सकते हैं आप कुछ?
गुड क्वेश्चन। टाइम मैनेजमेंट एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है प्रिपरेशन का। पहली बात तो आप अपने जो भी टाइम है, आप 8 आवर स्टडी, आप 8 घंटे सोते हो या 16 आवर्स एट डिस्पोजल, उसमें आप जो भी करते हो, जस्ट ट्राई टू इवेलुएट दैट हाउ मच टाइम इज गिवन टू ऑल माय टास्क, और फिर मेरा टाइम कितना बचता है, ठीक है। देन व्हाट यू डू, उस जो टाइम बचता है उसमें आप अपना एक स्टडी का टाइम प्रिपेयर करिए, प्लान करिए। नाउ लेट्स से व्हाट आई वुड सजेस्ट दैट that if you are preparing for the examination, minimum 5-6 hours होना चाहिए। और फिर आप एक वीकली टारगेट बनाइए, अपना वीकली एक शेड्यूल बनाइए दैट नेक्स्ट 1 वीक में 5 आवर एवरी डे, 5 into 6, मान लीजिए एक दिन आप कम नहीं पढ़ते हो या कम पढ़ते हो तो मैं लेट्स से 30-32 आवर्स का आपका एक शेड्यूल बनेगा। देन यू मेक अ स्मॉल टारगेट ऑफ 32 आवर कि 32 आवर में आई स्टडी सो एनसीईआरटी और बुक्स मटेरियल, और you can decide that 2 आवर ये पढ़ेंगे, 2 आवर 4 आवर ऐसे पढ़ेंगे, डे वाइज, टाइम वाइज, स्लॉट वाइज डिसाइड कर लीजिए और फिर उसको फॉलो करिए। टाइम टेबल जब बनाएंगे देन आपको समझ में आएगा टाइम टेबल वर्क कर रहा है नहीं कर रहा है। देन आप स्ट्रेटजाइज करिए, इम्प्रोवाइज करिए, उसको इम्प्रूव करिए। टाइम मैनेजमेंट इज, देखिए टाइम आपको निकालना पड़ेगा, टाइम किसी के पास होता नहीं है। So you have to tell yourself that this is something which cannot wait. My preparation is the first priority. मेरी लाइफ मेरी फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी है, मेरा अच्छा जॉब और करियर मेरा फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी है, तो मेरा ये भी मेरा फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी होना चाहिए, ठीक है रोहित? तो आप
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
यस
सर, थैंक यू वेरी सर।
ओके, लास्ट क्वेश्चन आई टेक, देन आई विल क्लोज फॉर डे। एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन मैं लूंगा एंड जिसका भी पहला आवाज, हाँ आरती आपने ऑलरेडी पूछा हुआ है बेटा, गिव चांस टू समबडी एल्स। You've already asked the question. Anybody else has a question?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Vedanta. Yes, Vedanta.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have done my graduation in civil engineering.
Okay.
And I have given like several exams through civil engineering, like for APSC and all stuff like that. So I have been like going through the syllabus for quite a while now. And I know the syllabus is very vast. So, sir, choosing civil engineering as an optional, will it hamper my other preparation, the other subjects, as the syllabus is very vast?
Vedanta, first of all, civil engineering, my area, it's not my area, so it's very difficult for me to tell. But do one thing, download past 5 years civil engineering paper, download the syllabus, and go for some people who have, मुझे याद है 2 साल पहले, 2 years ago, I had 3 years ago, I had a student, I'm not able to recall his name, he got 32 rank or 31 rank. He had civil engineering. He was from IIT Delhi. He had civil engineering optional. So I'm not able to recall his name.
Is his interview there on YouTube?
मुझे पता नहीं है. I'm not sure the interview is there.
होगा शायद, मैंने देखा है.
तो आप चेक कर लीजिएगा. हाँ, वहाँ पर कोई बुक लिस्ट मटेरियल और चेक उनका स्ट्रेटजी एक बार देख लीजिएगा. Because I can't advise you on civil engineering, बेटा. Okay.
ठीक है
sir. That is it. So that
Okay,
is all for today. That is all for today. Thank you very much. And one more thing, sorry for जिनका मैं आंसर नहीं कर पाया, all the students could not answer because it's already 9 PM now. So thanks for all the time and effort. Some students had mailed me some questions. I will reply them. If I have not answered those questions in the class, I will reply the mail. And thanks for your time. And let's make it one time in our life where we have to crack the examination. God bless you. Take care.